You are watching Channel Adrian TV.
Yo, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, X. Welcome to another NBA playoffs video. As I said earlier, since it's early in the playoffs, I'm not going to do individual reaction videos. I'm just going to take a few days and go over what's been going on in the NBA playoffs. So let's go ahead and start with the West. In the West right now, we have the Thunder versus Suns. OKC leads it 2-0. And recently Devin Booker came out talking about getting unfair treatment from the refs. But honestly, even with that said, let's say the refs are being unfair, I don't see the Suns winning this because the Suns simply don't have enough. They don't have enough firepower. And the Thunder being as deep as they are, especially with their players coming off the bench, I don't see how the Suns can win this. Now we go to the Lakers and Rockets series, to where LeBron continues to amaze me what he's doing at this age. LeBron had a few clutch plays last night that sealed the win for them, and now the series is 3-0. Honestly, the Lakers, it looks like the Lakers might sweep the Rockets, and I do think, even though KD's a great scorer, the biggest knock on KD was he wasn't always the best leader. So some people with this blemish on KD's resume may diminish his career when it comes to judging him on how great of a player he was, because we all know KD being a great scorer, but when it comes to other parts of the game, when you're doing these comparisons between players, this is where you have to run into. And one of the things a lot of people will run into was saying that KD's never been the bus driver, especially when it comes to comparing LeBron and KD. And when we go to the Nuggets and Timberwolves series, I was wrong. And what Jaden McDaniels said he was going to do, he's doing. He is hounding Jamal Murray full court, and because of his length and size, Jamal Murray is having a tough time handling the ball against him. And he has to drag out that high pick all the way out there. That forces Jamal Murray to not get the ball in his spots, to where he has to dribble more to get to his spots for his pull-up jump shot. And I do think if Jaden McDaniels continues to do what he is doing defensively and what the whole team is doing defensively to Jokic, I had to be on the Timberwolves are going to win. And if you remember, I picked the Nuggets, but seeing the defensive intensity of what the Timberwolves are playing with, they're pretty much punking the Nuggets. And with the Spurs and Trailblazers series, the Spurs lead the series 2-1. Now, of course, they won last night, but we have to pay attention to Wemby. Wemby hit his head, so he's under concussion protocol, so you have to watch that. Now, obviously, if they don't have Wemby, it's going to be a closer series. But if Wemby does come back and he's fully healthy, I don't think the Blazers have a shot. Now, in the East, the Pistons versus Magic, it is tied 1-1. As long as the Pistons could get some type of help from somebody else, the Pistons can win this series. Wendell Carter Jr. didn't have a big game in Game 2. That's why they lost, because he was the main reason they won in Game 1. But if the Pistons could hold everybody else at bay on the Magic, in other words, can slow Banchero down when Wendell Carter doesn't have a good game, and Jalen Suggs has a bad shooting performance, the Pistons will win this series. Now, for the Cleveland and Raptors series, if I remember it, I think I did say a gentleman's sweep. I do think Cleveland is still going to win this series. Too much firepower. Now, the series I was wrong again is the Hawks versus the Knicks. What CJ McCollum is doing to Jalen Brunson is, in other words, a lot of times if Jalen Brunson not even guarding CJ, they'll just bring the picker, whoever Jalen is guarding, they'll use him as the pick man to get him in defense, because a lot of people forget CJ McCollum has a deep bag when it comes to shooting off the dribble, especially in his Portland days. He can still do that at a high level, as you can see. That's why the Hawks continue to win right now. And with the Knicks, I don't know why Karl Anthony Towns is not getting a lot of shots or not shooting the most shots on the team. And then number two, if you can't get anything from Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson is having a poor shooting night, and then on top of that, if CJ is killing Jalen Brunson on the opposite end, I don't see how the Knicks win this series. Now, I did say the Knicks was going to win, but if the Hawks keep picking on, well, I should say if CJ McCollum keeps picking on Jalen Brunson, it's going to be a long night for the New York Knicks. And for the Celtics and 76ers, I still think the Celtics is going to win the series. Now, I know 76ers won one, because at the end of the day, these are all pros, so So of course you would hope that they play hard and not give up. So a lot of these teams, I understand that they're going to win one game or maybe two games, but for the most part I do think the favorites from each series will win. But I'm excited the NBA playoffs is back because this is my favorite part of the season. And if you want sports reviews, sneaker reviews, morning motivation, early morning and late nights with Channel Adrian TV, I do police body cam reactions, a lot of different type of reaction videos. So if you want any of those, subscribe to Channel Adrian TV, and I will see you in the next video.